Superclub grocery store. Go ahead and open this file and make sure you enable the editing. So the first page or the first worksheet are directions. So we'll go right to the third quarter sales. So these are the third quarter sales for the Superclub grocery store for July, August, and September for the departments grocery, dairy, frozen, produce, and we want to add seafood. So if you actually click on the letter F, the column heading, and then choose insert, Excel always inserts to the left, and that's exactly where you want it. So go ahead and F4, type seafood, and then I'll have you fill in the figures. And so the numbers that you fill in, I'll provide those for you. They round up because I did type 75 cents and 25 cents and it rounded up. But that's okay because we're going to select all of the figures anyway, even the row 8 for the totals, might as well do it now, and put the accounting format in. So to add the July, August, and September, you can click the auto sum, and it already knows that it's B5 through B7, and then go ahead and fill handle all the way to seafood, and then in total, again, Alt equals, and it knows to add everything to the left, check, and you can just double one more. If you ever get hashtags, it just means that the answer is too large for the column width, so just hover up between G and H and double click, and then you have your full answer there. So we're all set. Go ahead and choose Superclub grocery store all the way to column G and do your merge and center. If you want to get a different font, help yourself. You want to make it larger, font color, shading. And again, with the third quarter sales, merge and center, maybe a little bit larger, bold, keep the font, change the font, whatever you'd like. Shading if you want. Sometimes I usually do the column headings so that they stand out. I usually put them in center, maybe bold, a different color, whatever you're comfortable with. Maybe a darker color. So what we're going to do with this assignment is create a clustered column chart, because if you were to look at this data sheet, spreadsheet, worksheet, and I were to ask you which department had the largest sales and in what month. So you're looking at a lot of numbers and trying to decipher which one was the highest sales for that particular month in what department. And then if I asked what was the lowest amount of sales in what department for what month, it takes time to look and figure it out. A quicker way, visually, would be clustered column chart, which would be bar graphs, and right away the tallest graph would be the highest. So what we'll do is we'll select the text or the data that we want in this chart. So start in A4 and hold and drag down to September. Do not take the row 8, the total, and then go all the way to seafood. Again, we're not taking totals because, of course, those would be the highest bars. You don't want that. You just want the departments. Then you'll click the Insert tab right next to Home and choose Recommended Chart. And the very first chart that they're recommending is called a clustered column. And again, you see the dollar values in the vertical axis, and then you have your departments, and then the color coding legend. Blue is July, and orange is August, and September is gray. These are other samples: the stacked column, stacked area, clustered column, which is on the horizontal versus the vertical. So there's a few more to choose from, but this is probably the most popular. So go ahead and click OK. It's going to be in the middle of everything that you're doing. To move a chart, always hover till you have the 4 arrows, and then you can just bring it under. And if you wanted to make it as wide as your data, you could just stretch it out. So you're looking at the chart, and it looks good. We're going to get into more changes in charts. Right now it's just the standard chart. You have chart styles up here. If you wanted to pick something else out, you could do that as well. But we'll just leave whatever you have is fine. You click the down arrow, you have more options. So I'm going to get rid of the numbers that are in the chart. So if you choose the plus sign, which stands for chart elements, I'm going to choose uncheck data labels. So there's no numbers there. It's easier to read. And then just click the plus sign again to close it. So you're looking at this and you're saying this is supposed to be a quarterly sales, and what's emphasized in the bars are the departments. So you really want to swap it so it would be the months and the departments would be the legend. All you have to do is click switch row column, and now you have it by the months, and the color coding legend are the departments. So it's a one quick switch, which is pretty cool. The next thing we'll do is create a pie chart, and a pie chart only works with one category of value, which would be the totals. So what we'll do is we'll select July through September, let go, and then hold Control and select the 3 totals for those months. Otherwise, if you didn't use Control, you'd be highlighting everything. So just select the first 3 months, hold Control, and select the other 3 months, and then choose the Insert tab. I'm not going to choose Recommended because I know I want a pie chart, so I'll go right to Insert Pie or Donut Chart. There's 2D and there's 3D, and I'm going to go with the 3D. And again, you can just move it to the side by side. And again, the chart is pretty plain. But before I choose chart styles, there's what's called quick layout. It was also in the clustered column. And as you hover over each one, you get a preview of what it would have. So this one has the months and the percentage. This is just the percentage. This is nothing. This is my favorite because it has the months and the dollar value. So you can pick what you'd like. And then you can go over to the shading if you wanted something different. So we created 2 separate charts, a clustered column chart and a pie chart. And again, we'll go into later on would you change a chart title, how would you add a chart title if there wasn't one, and maybe changing the different colors of the bars, and we'll get into that later on. So go ahead and save and submit. Thank you.